2 minutes to pre-race briefing. Start making your way to the front of the pavilion. All right, everyone, welcome to the third annual-ish 3 of 7 Project Trail Race. Thank you for being here. I want to give some thanks first to our Lord Jesus Christ for creating this day, giving us life and purpose in it and the ability to run. We have got first Phorm. They've got a whole big aid station set up for you guys back here, so thank you, first Phorm. You need to make up your mind right now who you are going to be today. If you're not intentional with the time that you have today, it's going to pass you by, and you're going to leave here the same old person that you were when you came here. But if you decide to seize this opportunity, you can leave here better than you came here. Are you going to steer yourself in the direction that you need to go in order to grow? Or are you going to be the person who complains? No one here believes your excuses. The only way to get better at the things that matter is by practicing the things that matter. Do not waste this. This is not just about running. This is about you leaving here a better human being than you came here. That is my wish for you. I love you guys. Enough said. This is a 4, 6, or 8 hour race where the runners try to accumulate as many miles as they possibly can within the allotted time that they have to run. It's on a really gnarly trail out here in the mountains of northwest Georgia. It's extremely challenging, and the reason that we do this is to provide an environment that people can come out and push themselves, learn new things about themselves, and actually grow, right? You have to come out here and do things like this. You can't learn what they're learning out here today on a Zoom call. You have to get out here and climb the freaking mountain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bust them. It's so easy for us to lose control of our minds and to start to think too far ahead. And if you're out here and you're running for 8 hours and you start hurting at hour 4 and all you can think about is, I've got 4 hours left, you're going to get mentally overwhelmed. So in an endurance type event, the most difficult thing is the ability to stay present, but it is the absolute most important ingredient. The number one reason that people quit SEAL training, a marriage, a business, is because it starts to get hard and they can't focus on the next step. It starts to get hard and all they can think about is how much further they have to go. And in that moment, they get crushed mentally. Just like running a business, building a business, this is a process. Just like losing weight, this is a process. Just like marriage, just like every other aspect of life. And you have to stay present and endure the process in order to reach your end goal. So no one is immune to the temptation to quit. And that even creeps into my head when things get extremely difficult. That never ends, right? There's nothing special about me. The way that you keep that at bay, 1, control your input. What am I listening to? What are people saying around me? Do I need to get out of this environment so that I'm feeding myself with good content, right? What's coming through your headphones? All that, so your input is important. But the most important aspect is your output. So how do I stave off that freaking feeling like, holy crap, this sucks, I need to slow down, I need to stop, whatever. I control my freaking words. I stave that off by not giving my pain a voice, not complaining, not talking about the fact that my muscles in my legs hurt, right? That I have a blister on my foot, right? And instead I choose to talk about things that are good, things that are life-giving, the opportunity that I have just to be out here, the opportunity that I have to suffer, to grow. It's a fact. Your tongue is your rudder. And if you want to go far, you have to learn to control your output, control your words, and speak life into your situation and into the people around you. It makes a tremendous impact. That's another thing. Encourage people around you. If you ever get to a point that you're feeling like total freaking crap, look at someone around you and encourage them. It's going to bring you up at the same time. Those are all tactics that you guys can use when life gets hard. I promise you, they work.
Constant forward motion, guys. Constant forward motion. Nice work, 45. Keep it up. Keep your head up, breathe, stay relaxed.
We're about 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
When's the supper really start, you think?
I'm gonna say probably around 6 hours. That's why we talk so much about being patient, all right? In order to grow, you have to endure a process. And the reason most people never end up really challenging themselves is because they get impatient at some point during that process and they give up. So here, if we're saying it doesn't get hard until freaking 6 hours, the whole first 6 hours, that's just process miles. You have to go through that 6 hours to get 2 hours of growth, and you have to be patient to do that. So right now we're just waiting. We're just allowing the course to do what it's supposed to do. And it just takes a long time for the magic to happen. So it's coming.
Yeah, we're trying.
Oh, I ain't finished, man.
What are you doing?
The world, man. I'm down here talking, you know. I mean, I do a little loitering, you know, but I ain't done. First Phorm custom swag bag. They hooked him up. They hooked up all the winners, 4 hour, 6 hour, 8 hour. It's pretty sweet, man. There's nobody like First Phorm, and pretty cool what they did.
When I ran the Mid-State Mile, we ran for 34 hours straight. And the guy that was out there filming the documentary, he kept asking me, at 20 hours, has the race started yet? No. At 25 hours, has the race started yet? No. At 30 hours, has the race started yet? No, man. We're still in the process, right? That race didn't start till the last 2 hours. So we ran 32 hours to race for 2 hours. I know, you can't freaking comprehend that. Whether you believe me or not, that's on you, but I'm telling you that's the way it works. When you hit the point where just mentally you don't want to be here anymore, you don't want to run anymore, and then you choose to keep running, that is the growth. Well, they're 6 hours in, so they're feeling it. Their muscles are probably screaming at them. Their legs probably feel like they're about to break. This is like the point where they really get to learn something new about themselves.
Constant forward motion.
This is the time to push, all right?
This is your opportunity. Don't cheat yourself. Fight through it. Get up. Come on, Brooke. All right, Brooke. On the count of three, we're standing up. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Move.
This is Aaron. He's come a long ways, man. He decided to do this. This didn't happen on freaking accident, man. He decided to do this. This was a decision he made to change the trajectory of his freaking life, man. And all y'all think this is easy. This ain't easy. All you freaking YouTubers and all you freaking Instagrammers, this is what it looks like to grow right here. The world is lying to you. This man right here is in a fight.
Run, Brooke. Run. This is a freaking fight.
All the way up the steps. Push, 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 push. So a lot of people would expect that I would be most proud of the winners out here, right? And I am proud of the winners, the guys that trained hard, that came out here, that gave it their all. But probably what impacts me the most is when I see people show up to something like this and it's their first time ever coming to a trail race. And to me, that is That is inspiring because those people chose to put themselves in an environment where they knew they were going to feel out of place. They knew they were going to come here and they weren't going to feel like they belonged because they're not runners. This is brand new to them. And instead of deciding not to show up, they entered into that environment. They took on that discomfort, that feeling that they didn't belong, and they are doing the best that they can possibly do today with the time that they have.
Made it.
Every time I've ever really experienced significant growth, it required me to show up somewhere where I just didn't feel like I belonged. And I had to keep showing up. And whether that was SEAL training, whether that was in the ultra running arena, or whether that was in business, that's been the story of my life. Showing up to places where I thought, I don't freaking belong here. I'm not good enough to be here. But guess what? This is a direction I want to go. And so I'm going to show up anyways. So that's what inspires me here today the most.